That's right. It's time to hike it up, and we've got plenty of places here in Colorado. Well, summer means it's time to get outdoors, but having the right gear is pretty crucial for a fun and also outdoor adventure that can be safe. Well, Executive Director of Big City Mountaineers, David Towles, is here to help me pack my bags today. David, good to see you. How are you?
I'm really good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, you are the guy to go to when you are starting to plan a trip because there's things we need. But first of all, I'd like to ask you about Big City Mountaineers and what is it that you guys do?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So Big City Mountaineers is a nonprofit. We're headquartered in Colorado, and we're actually a national nonprofit, and we provide transformative experiences in nature for youth from disinvested communities that help them build their resilience, strengthen their life skills, and build community.
I think that's wonderful. And now you mentioned youth, which is one of the bigger groups that you work with. Why is this organization so important for youth in particular?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we know that getting outside has a lot of benefits, physical benefits, mental health benefits, and a lot of the youth that we work with come from communities that are the hardest hit when it came to the pandemic and generally experience a lot of life stressors. So getting outside for these folks is really important. The irony, though, is that they are also the most likely to not be able to access outdoor recreation in the same way that a lot of us do. So what BCM does is we lower barriers to access for our students and our youth and make sure that they can reap all the benefits that nature has to offer.
Yeah, and we live in such a great state to take advantage of that. Now, a lot of kiddos or some people out there may not have the access for the things that you just listed, which is gear, knowledge, also transportation can be a big thing. This is where you guys kind of step in and help. In what ways? Can you kind of share?
Absolutely. So we take care of everything. We take care of all the gear. You see some of the gear around us right now. All of our trips are fully outfitted and professionally guided. Our instructors are really wonderful people. They are wilderness first responders. They're able to deal with emergencies that might come up. They also have deep experience working with youth in high school age, youth specifically, and have a lot of backcountry knowledge and experience themselves.
Yeah.
And it really helps them make for a really positive experience for all of our kids.
It really does. And I wish I had this when I was growing up. Even today, if somebody says, let's go camping, I immediately feel like that sense of pressure because I don't know what to do. And I've been in Colorado for a few years now, so shame on me, but this is wonderful, and it really is helping, David. Here's what one high school student had to say.
I used to be such a I can't do this, there's no point for me to try kind of person, and then since coming out here I'm definitely a lot more, of course I can do this is great, it's easy, you know. So I kind of want to leave behind the I can't attitude.
Oh, that is so good to see. Leave behind the I can't attitude. Now, the work that you guys do is tremendous because you also work a lot within the community. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we partner directly with youth agencies and with schools. We're actually not an open enrollment program, so a lot of people say, hey, can I sign my kid up? That's not how we operate. But we work with local youth agencies, after-school programs, schools, both in Denver and around the country. Right now, we're working with the I Have a Dream Foundation, with City Lax, and with Empower High School. And if there's anyone out there who wants to get involved and participate and partner with us next year, we encourage you to be in touch.
That's good news right there. Okay, so let's talk safety and gear and all that good stuff because it is summer. A lot of people are planning hiking trips, camping trips. What have you brought today, and do you have any tips about staying safe and how to pack?
We do. So at BCM, what we worry about and think about is personal readiness, and that includes making sure everyone is well-resourced. So for hiking, that's actually very simple. There's not a whole lot you need to go hiking. You need a pair of comfortable shoes. You need a water bottle filled with water, maybe some food, and some warm layers. And that's something we provide for every student at BCM. So here you see socks, shoes, rain gear. We actually let our students keep the shoes and socks.
Do you really?
We do, yeah. We want them to continue to go outside and hike well after our trip is over.
Yeah.
So for backpacking, it gets a little bit more complicated. And you see things like a backpack, a big backpack, a sleeping pad, a stove, some kitchen gear, sleeping bags, tents, and this is something we also provide for every single student on our trip. And we really thank our donors and our brand partners for all the support they give us so we can do that.
Absolutely. Well, everything you brought seems pretty essential if you're going to be hitting the woods, if you're going to be going camping. So thank you so much for bringing this to the show today. How can we donate or get involved and help you guys continue to do the work that you do?
Yeah, great question. So there's a bunch of ways. The simplest thing to do is go to bigcitymountaineers.org, and there you can find ways to donate, make financial contributions, also sign up to volunteer. It's a little late in the season to do a trail volunteering, but we also are going to encourage people to volunteer in other ways. While you're there, I really want people to check out Adventure for Someone, which is a great program we have where you can turn your own outdoor adventure into a fundraiser for Big City Mountaineers. It doesn't have to be a peak summit. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Really, whatever it is that you want to do, we can help you layer an extra bit of meaning and purpose onto that. And finally, on July 20th, we're holding an event at the Patagonia Denver store. We really want people to show up for that. It's open to the public. We're going to have some great local breweries. We're going to give away some gear, auction some stuff off. We're going to screen some films and basically raise awareness and support for the work that we do. So that's July 20th, and we would love to see you there.
All right. Well, sounds like you've got a fun agenda, Mr. David. Thank you so much for being with us today. And of course, if you would like to learn more, you can do so and pack your bags and hit the trail with Big City Mountaineers. Support Big City Mountaineers and their dedication to helping youth experience the outdoors. You can learn more, donate, or even volunteer by heading online, bigcitymountaineers.org.